Well, I think first of all, he was drawn to the landscape of the West because that was where he was born, that was where he was raised, and uh, the Central Valley of California has its own plains and horizons. He was drawn to that, and then into the history of it, and then in going to visit the land, who did he encounter? It's all part of the same thing. The people are part of the landscape, and the landscape are part of the people. I think for him it was indivisible. It was very instructive to me because, first of all, when we went into the desert, you know, it was we traveled long distances without very much of interest to a young boy. Between one stop and the next, just desert. But every once in a while we would stop and he'd get out, take a sketch box, and he'd go out. And these were drawings in paint. I mean, he had a little sketch box with cardboard, and he'd take his notes. I mean, they do these things in color and oil, but they're just a matter of 20 minutes. Well, I couldn't understand what it was he was doing. But then when I saw the painting and measured that against what there was out there, then I began to see what he could see, but not until he first did it on the sketch box. It was like a second pair of eyes. My dad is able to speak for himself, and I think he does. I think the fact that his work continues to be important to people, and increasingly important. But I like to think that how long has he been dead now? 50 years. I'd like to think that in another 50 years, people will still be gathering in living rooms, cameras will be running, and they'll still be thinking and talking about him, looking at his work, trying to figure out what kind of a guy he really was. That'd be a comfort to me to know that was going to happen.